Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we will continue with the modal verbs of obligations and suggestions. Today, inshallah, we are going to take must, should, and revise have to, can, in the positive and in the negative. The first exercise will be about signs. What do these signs mean? Use have to or don't have to. It means obligation or no obligation. And can, can't. Can, can't. It means permission, no permission. Or not allowed to. Allowed to. Can and allowed to, the same meaning. So we can use can or allowed to. Or can't, isn't, aren't, am not allowed to. The first one, smoking, no smoking. No smoking. So, yes, here we can use can't. You can't smoke here. You can't smoke here. Number two, also you can't smoke here. And what about here? You can't park here. What about this? You can't drive faster than 50 miles an hour. What about that? Number 5. You can't take photographs. What about this? No skateboarding. You can't skateboard. You can't skateboard. Yes, if you look again. So these are the 4 examples of can't, or the 5th example of can't. You can't smoke here. You can't smoke here. You can't park here. You can park here at weekends. You can. Now 4, you can't drive faster than 50 miles per hour. There, number 5, you can't take photographs. And number 9, you can't skateboard. So, here we can use can't or aren't allowed to, the same meaning. If I want to repeat it again, I can say, you aren't allowed to smoke here. You aren't allowed to park here. You aren't allowed to drive faster than 50 miles per hour. You aren't allowed to take photographs. You aren't allowed to skateboard. The same meaning. So we can use can't and are allowed to. If there's negative, aren't allowed to. If it's positive, can, and are allowed to. If the subject is singular, we use is. If it is I, we use am. I am allowed to. He is allowed to. They are allowed to. In the negative, I'm not allowed to. He isn't allowed to. They aren't allowed to. You aren't allowed to. So we can use can and can't easier. Yes. Let's go back again. Yes, now complete. Here. Adults have to pay 10 pounds or 10 euros. Adults have to pay 10 euros. But the children don't have to pay anything. So adults have to pay, but the children don't have to pay anything. Obligation and no obligation. Have to, obligation. Don't have to, no obligation. What about this? Passport. You have to show your passport. You have to show your passport. And here, use by June 16. You have to use. You have to use it before June 16th. And here, you have to fasten. You have to fasten. Seat belts. You have to fasten it. It's necessary. So here, adults have to pay 10 euros, but children don't have to pay anything. You have to show your passport. You have to use it before June 16th. You have to fasten your seat belt. Again. Admission. Adults have to pay 10 euros, but the children don't have to. Here there is obligation and no obligation. Obligation for the adults, no obligation for the children. What about here? You have to fasten. You have to fasten your seat belt. It is necessary, obligation. And here, you have to show your passport, obligation. The last one, you have to use it before 16th June or June the 16th. So in this exercise, we revise can and can't, have to, don't have to. In short, we revise the obligation and no obligation. Obligation and no obligation. Also, permission and no permission. Yes, before this, I want you to work in pairs. Read these to each other. But I want each one to answer aloud. Number one, this sign. What does it mean? Use can or can't, have to or don't have to. This is the answer. Who can read? Yes?
You can't smoke here.
Yeah, you can't smoke here. Or,
You aren't allowed to smoke.
yes?
You aren't allowed to smoke here.
Yes, the same meaning. You can't smoke here or you are not allowed to smoke here. Number 3. Yes?
You can't park here. You can park here at weekends.
Yes.
Or you aren't allowed to park here. You can park here at weekends.
Yeah. So here can. Huh? No permission, but here permission. Yes. Number 4. Yeah. Number 4. Yes.
You can't drive faster, or you aren't allowed to drive faster.
Faster than 50 miles per hour. Yes. Number 5. Yes.
You cannot or aren't allowed to take photographs.
Yes. We say can't and aren't. Can't and aren't. You can't take photographs or you aren't allowed to take photographs. Can't, aren't. Again.
You can't
Mm-hmm.
aren't allowed to take photographs.
Thank you. Number 9. Yes.
You can't escape.
Fasten. Yeah. You can't, yes. Skateboard.
Or you aren't allowed to skateboard.
Yes. Is it clear? Yes. Now, this is about what? Permission? No permission. This one, about what? Obligation? No obligation. Yes, who can read? Yes.
Adults have to pay 10 euros, but children don't have to pay anything.
Good. Number 6.
You have to show your passport.
And number 8.
You have to fasten your seat belt.
Seat belt. Yes. And the last one, number 7.
You have to use it before 16 June.
Yeah. Yes. So this is revision about obligation and permission of the last lecture. Today, another exercise, a new one. Yes, we generally use should and ought to give the meaning of suggestion or advice. I can say you should come early, you ought to come early, but generally we use I think or I don't think. Instead of saying shouldn't, we say I don't think. Instead of saying should, I say I think you should. So when I say I think, it is better than to use we should or you should. Say I think. If it is negative, say I don't think. I don't think. We should. So I think we should. Look here. Number 1. I think we should buy some guidebooks. Why? They'll give us a lot of information. So this exercise is about grammar and vocabulary. Grammar and vocabulary. The grammar here is giving suggestions with using I think or I don't think. When I say I think, it's better, polite. So, I think we should buy guidebooks. They'll give us a lot of information. here, I don't think, I don't think we should take plenty of sun cream. Or should? Yes? We should take. We should take. So I think we should take plenty of sun cream. Why? It will be hot. It will be really hot. So here, should or shouldn't? Should. So instead of saying we should, we say I think we should. Why? Because it is more polite. It is formal. It is a good way to give suggestion. So here, pack too many clothes. Shouldn't. But instead of saying shouldn't, we shouldn't, we say I don't think we should. I don't think we should take too many clothes. Clothes. Why? Our bags will be too heavy to carry. Too heavy that we can't carry it. So heavy that we can't carry it, or too heavy to carry. Number 4. Take anything valuable. I don't think we should take anything valuable. Why? We might lose it. So this is number 4. We might lose it. Again, go to Japan first. I think we should go to Japan first. I think we, or I don't think we, I think we. Yes, I think we should go to Japan first. I have some friends there. What about this? Go anywhere dangerous. No. I don't think we should go anywhere dangerous. I don't think we should we should go anywhere dangerous. It would be really stupid. This is number 6. The last one. Yes. I think we should have some vaccination before traveling. Why? We don't want to get ill. This is number 7. So all these examples of suggestions or advice, here we use I think or I don't think. I think we should, I don't think we should. The first one for something needed, the other one is for something we don't need. I want you to work in pairs. Match A with B, but begin with I think we should. And here I don't think we should. Yes, work in pairs. Work in pairs. Yes, that's enough. So, what's the difference between should and have to? Should is personal. Have to is impersonal. Have to is impersonal, not from me, from some other things. But if it is from me, I say should. Again, should is mild obligation. Mild obligation. But have to, general obligation. What about have got to? Obligation for now or soon. If the obligation is now or soon, I use have got to. If it is general, I use have to. Yes? If it is personal, I say should. And when there is absence of obligation, I use shouldn't. Or I don't think we should. Shouldn't or I don't think we should. So which is better? To say you should or I think you should? I think we should. You shouldn't or I don't think you should? I don't think you should. I want each of you to read number 1. Yes. Number 1. Yes.
I think we should buy some guidebooks. They will give us a lot of information.
Very good. Number 2.
I think you should take plenty of sun cream. They will give us a lot of.
No, it will be really,
It will be really hot.
really hot. Yes. Number 3.
I don't think we should pack too many clothes.
Clothes.
Our bags will be too heavy to carry.
Number 4. Yes.
I don't think that
We.
should.
I don't think we.
we should take anything available. We may lose it.
Yes. Yes. Number 4. We might lose it. We might lose it. Yes.
I think we should go to Japan first. I have some friends there.
Number 6.
I don't think go in.
I don't think we.
We should.
I don't think we.
We should go anywhere dangerous. That would be really scary.
And the last one.
I think we should have some vaccination. We don't want to get ill.
We don't want to get ill. So this is the answer. Again, this is the answer. Also, I want someone to read. Again. Yes.
I think we should buy some good books. They will give us a lot of information.
Number 2.
I think we should take plenty of sun cream. It will be really hot.
3.
I don't think we should
Pack
back too many.
clothes.
Our legs will be too happy to carry.
4.
I don't think we should take anything valuable. We might lose it.
And number 5. Yes.
I think we should go to Japan first. I have some friends there.
6. Yes.
I don't think we should go anywhere dangerous. That would be really stupid.
And the last one. Yes.
I think we should have some vaccination. We don't have to get ill.
Very good. So this is an exercise about suggestion. We use I think we should or I don't think we should. If it is something good, I think we should. If it is something bad, I don't think we should. Yes. What kind of obligation is it? It is mild. It is mild, not strong. Not strong. We have mild and strong. Now, we want to take strong obligation. Strong. By using must. By using must or mustn't. Obligation, no obligation. So here, work with a partner. Make similar conversations between Anthony and his grandmother. Grandmother is strict. Yes. Use the pronouns and must or mustn't. Why here we use must and mustn't? Because the grandmother is speaking to the boy and she is anxious. She is anxious about him. She loves him a lot and he wanted to travel. So don't make something. Do this, don't do this. But this is rules. This is imperative. And instead of saying do it, we say you must do it. Don't do it, you mustn't do it. Yeah? So, grandmother, you must write to us every week. Yes, I will. He can't say, but yes, I will. No, I won't. Yes, I will. Yes, grandmother. I will. No, I won't. Yes. Grandmother, you mustn't lose your passport. Anthony, no, I won't. No, I won't. Yes. So, this example, A, B, yes. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want the grandmother to say these things. And the answer is, yes, I will. No, I won't. Okay, okay. Yes. So here, look after your money. You must look after your money. Yes, I will. You must look after your money. Yes, I will. You mustn't talk to strangers. No, I won't. You mustn't go out when it's dark. Yeah. You mustn't drink too much beer. You must make sure you eat well. You must have a bath regularly. You must phone us if you are in trouble. You mustn't go anywhere that's dangerous. So this is the conversation between the grandmother and Anthony. So here again. Grandmother and Anthony. Grandmother and Anthony. Yes, I want someone to read. Yes. Yes. Strong obligation. Without smiling. No.
You must look after your money. Yes, grandma.
Someone else. Yes. No. You must look after your money. Yes. I will. Yes, grandma. I will. Yes, 2. Another 2. Yes, 2.
Mustn't take to strangers.
Talk to strangers.
No, I won't.
No, I won't. No, grandma, I won't. The same. Yes.
You mustn't go out when it is dark.
No. No, grandma, I won't. No, I won't. Yes. Yeah.
You mustn't drink too much beer.
Grandma, I won't.
No, grandma, I won't. Yes.
You must make sure you eat well. Yes, grandma, I will.
Here. Uh-huh.
You mustn't go anywhere that's dangerous. No greater than I want.
Mm-hmm. And the last one. Last one. You must study hard. Yes, teacher. I will. You must come early. You must study hard for the midterm exam.
Yes, teacher. I will.
Yes, that's enough. So when I say must, it means strong obligation. When I say should, it is mild obligation, suggestion or advice. So we have must and should. And if I use have to, it is general but non-personal. Non-personal, not from me. But from me I say must or should. But if it is not from me, I say have to. If it is now, just now, or soon, have got to. So what's the difference between should and must? Must is strong obligation, but should is mild. Yes, mild obligation. Yes, so again, should is personal, have to is impersonal and general. Yes. Again, this exercise about mild obligation or about suggestions. The same like that one, page 33. Make suggestions as before. Use I think, I don't think. I think or I don't think. And should. So I don't want you to use shouldn't. No. Say I don't think you should. I don't think he should. I don't think she should. This is if we are speaking about shouldn't. But if I'm saying should, no. Say I think you should. I think we should. I think he should, etc. The first one. Peter's got the flu. He's ill. He is ill. So use either I think or I don't think. I think he should go to bed. So I think he should go to bed. Go to bed. Or I don't think he should go to work. Here, go to bed, don't go to work. Go to bed, don't go to work. But I don't want imperative. I want suggestion. If I say go, don't go, it's okay. But it is imperative. No, I want it to be mild. So I want it to make suggestions, not orders. Not orders. Not imperative. Directly. No, indirectly. So I think he should go to bed. Good, polite way. I don't think he should go to work. Number 2. I have lost my checkbook and credit cards. Give him advice. Advice or suggestions. Use I think or I don't think. Yes?
I think you should go to the bank.
I think he should go to the bank. Also, yeah. I think he should stop the checkbooks. I think he should stop the checkbooks. I think he should go to the bank. You understand? Yes. Number 3. Tony got his driving license last week, and now he wants to drive from London to Edinburgh. Oh, just now.
I think now he should drive.
I think he.
I think he should drive from London to.
Should drive? No, shouldn't drive. I don't think he should drive. So here, no, not good. Again, yes?
I don't think.
I don't think he should drive.
From London to Edinburgh.
Yes, he should fly. I think he should fly. It means go by plane. Because he's a new driver. My teenage daughter doesn't get out of bed until noon. She sleeps all day long. Yes? Advise me, give suggestions. I think you should buy her an alarm clock. I think you should buy her an alarm clock. Yeah. I never have any money. I don't have any money. Give advice. Give suggestions. I don't think.
Buy much.
I think you should find a job. I don't think you should buy too many clothes. Too many clothes. Yes? I think you should have a job, a new job. Yes. So any answer is correct. Give advice, give suggestions by using I think or I don't think. Here, Jane and Paul are only 16, but they want to get married. 16? 16? And they want to get married? I think. I don't think. Yes. I think, yes.
I don't think they should marry.
I don't think they should marry. I think they should wait a few years, 2 or 3 years. Not 16. Yeah? I'm really fed up with my job. I'm really fed up with my job. I think you should find a new job. Yes? Yes, because you are fed up with your job, so you should change it. You should find some job else. My grandparents complain they don't go out enough. They don't go out enough. So, I think,
I think you should go out.
They should go out, yes, but they complain. I think they should join a club. I think they should join a club. Again. So any answer is correct. Look here. Who can read the answers of this exercise or any other answer? This is a suggested answer. Yes, number 2.
I think you should phone the bank and stop your checks. 2. I don't think.
2.
3.
3.
I don't think he should drive. I think he should fly. 4. I think.
Either this, or both of them. These are 2 suggestions, yes? With I don't think and with I think. 1 is enough. Yes. Thank you. Someone 4. Number 4. Yes. Reading.
Number 4. I think you should buy here an alarm clock. Number 5. I don't think you should buy so many new clothes. I think you should get a job.
So here 2. I don't think they. I think you, etc. Number 6.
Number 6. I don't. They should wait a few years. Number 7. I think you should try to find one you like. Number 8. I think they should join a club.
Again, working pairs. Working pairs. Look at the question and of the answer. Yes, working pairs. The exercise and the answer. Now, look at the grammar spot. Look at the sentences below. We should take travel checks. You must look after your money. The first question, which sentence expresses strong obligation? You must, yes. So here, must for strong obligation. You understand? Now, which sentence expresses a suggestion? Should. So here, with suggestion. So this is strong, and this is mild. What type of verbs are should and must? Should and must are modal verbs. They are modal verbs. Modal verbs. Also take care that should means ought to. Should means ought to. Should means ought to. The same use. Now let's go to the last exercise. Correct these sentences. This exercise is about the modal verbs. Permission, no permission. Obligation, no obligation. Strong obligation, mild obligation. Suggestion, advice. General exercise. Check it. Correct these sentences. Do, you, can. This is wrong. Why? Because can is an auxiliary verb. We should begin it in the questions. Yes, no questions. We should use the auxiliary verbs. Am, is, are, was, were, and should, can. Yes, all the models the same. So here we can't use do. No, we can use can. So can you help me? Why? Because it is something like is, like was. But we don't use do. Why? Because do is for the full verb. No, this is auxiliary verb. So the question is, can you help me? Number 2. What time have you to start work? Have to is not an auxiliary. It is a full verb. It is a full verb. So when it is a full verb, I can use do, does, did. Yes. So we don't say have. No. Do. Yes. Do you have to? So what time do you have to start work? Why? Because this is a full verb. Because it is a full verb, I can use do. If it is has to, I use does. If it is had to, I use did. If it is will have to, will. So in the present, have to, has to, do, does. In the past, had to, did. In the future, will have to. The question is with will. So, what time do you have to? What time does she have to? What time will you have to? You understand? We can use will, do, or does, or will, or did. What time did you have to? Present, past, and the future. You understand? So this is a full verb. With a full verb, I use auxiliary, do, does, did, and in the future we use will. Is it clear?
Yes.
Huh. Yes. Number 3. We not allowed to wear jeans at school. No. No negate nouns. But we want to negate verbs. And with allowed to, we use be. It means am, is, are, was, were. So here, am, is, are. Am, is, are, and not. Not no. So, am not, isn't, aren't. So here, we are. We aren't. We aren't allowed. We aren't allowed because the negative of are is aren't, is, isn't, am not. And we use be allowed to. It gives the meaning of can't. Yes. So here the answer is we aren't allowed to wear jeans at school. Negative. The negative is with aren't, not with no. Look at number 5. Number 4. We know can. Can is an auxiliary. Isn't, aren't, am not, wouldn't, won't, can't, shouldn't, mustn't. So here, can't. Why? Auxiliary verbs take not with it to make negative. My mother has. Yes. So we say has to. Why? The singular has to. The plural have to. With I, have to. But in the past, all the pronouns had to. In the future, all the pronouns will have to. In the singular, has to. Has to. Plural, have to. With I have to. The singular first person, have to. The singular third person, has to. And the negative is doesn't have to. Doesn't have to. So here, positive. We can't say have to. We say has to. So my mother has to work very hard 6 days a week. Number 6. You not should. No should? No. You shouldn't. So again, we say can't, shouldn't, mustn't, isn't, aren't, etc. But we can say not are, not is. No is, no, isn't. You understand? No is the negative for the nouns. But not is the negative for the verb. Here, passengers must to have a ticket. Must to? No. Must. And all the modal verbs do not take to. So we say must have without to. We use to just with ought to. Ought to. And have to. But have to is not a modal. It is have to. And we use ought to. So what's the negative of ought to? Oughtn't to. Yes. The negative of ought to? Ought to is oughtn't to. Can we use to after the modals? No. Can he play? We can't say can to play. Can he play? Must he play? Should he play? So don't use to. Also, can we use s? No. We can use s with the modal. We can't say musts, cans. No. No s. No ing. I love canning. I love shooting. No. No ing form. It does not take to. It does not take s. It does not take ing. So we should use the modal with the verb without to, except for ought to and have to. But with have to in the singular, we say has to. But what about can? Oh, can for all the pronouns. Should for all the pronouns. No difference. The difference is just with the full verb have to. Yes. This is the answer, and we finish with this exercise. I want you to read aloud. So these are correct sentences. Number one, yes.
Can you help me?
Can you help me? Can you help me? It is an auxiliary verb. We begin with an auxiliary verb to make yes, no question. The answer is yes, I can, or no, I can't. Yes. Number two.
What time do you have to show?
What time do you have to? If it is he, if it is he, does he have to? Does he have to? Does, if it is with does she or he have to? Have, not has. But in the positive, has to. In the negative, has. In the negative, don't have to. In the question, does he have to? He doesn't have to. Again, do you have to? Does he have to? In the negative, he doesn't have to. They don't have to. In the past, they had to. They didn't have to. I didn't have to for all the persons. So here, question with have to. Do you have to? Number three, we aren't allowed to wear. It means what? It means we can't. We can't, but without to. We can't, it means can't. We can't wear jeans at school. So the negative is aren't, not, or no, aren't. Yes, not with the helping verb. Number four, we can't. Not no can. No, we can't. Do what you want. We shouldn't. We mustn't. We don't have to. Yes. And if it is he can't. She can't. I can't. We use can for all the persons. My mother has to. Don't say haves. No. Has. So have plus s is has. So my mother has to work very hard 6 days a week. Has to. In the plural, have to. Yes. You shouldn't smoke. It's bad for your health. Shouldn't, not no should. No, shouldn't. And the last one, passengers must have, must go, must play. So here we don't use to. And inshallah, this is the end of this lecture. Thank you very much.